Open your eyes, what can you see around? Wind of the open sky, over the siren sounds. This is a dream, getting the royal scar, holding a diamond blade, throwing it far, holding your breath still. You jump the fire, we'll just sit and wait till you see me fly. I know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. See me fly, I know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly, the way I put my finger on it. See me fly, you got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy.
Now hopefully you guys like that epic B-roll at 2,000 feet. So what I thought I'd do today is put together a tutorial on how I put this piece together and what I think are some of the most important elements whenever it is you're looking to create that epic type of feeling. Now when one of my friends, Joel, shouted me and he was like, "Do you fancy jumping in my chopper and creating some epic B-roll?" You know I was on that straight away. But the only thing is, I am scared of heights. I am literally that guy that will look out from a block of flats and my legs will go weak. But I didn't make much out of it on the day and I thought to myself, you know what? Anything for the shot. And if you're a creator like me, you know that feeling. You play it cool, but as long as you get that cool shot, you're good to go. Now it's not every day that you get into a chopper and I've never been in a chopper before, but the theme that I wanted to get across with this was the build up to actually getting in the chopper, because for me it was a big thing. And then also the epic type of views and perspective that you get from being up at 2,000 feet. And I knew beforehand one of the main tools that I would be using is sound. Now sound is one of those things that a lot of people don't tend to talk about. Yeah, there's sound effects that you can use from the actual things that you're showing in the video, but there's also other types of sounds which I'm going to get into in a bit, and it can change the whole perspective of your video. Anything from the chopper spinning and go, that adds a different element. There's little things like building up, something known as risers, that change the game as well. So let's cut out the music and listen to the sounds that I've added while I was editing. So straight away on the first frame, we grab attention with that dung, and that sound just gives that element of something's about to happen, like what is this? And obviously it complements the slow motion movement as well that speed ramps into normal motion. And then as it continues to revolve around the subject, which is Joel, the pilot by the way, it actually slows down with a swoosh, just to give it that kind of epic type of feeling. Now straight away it goes onto the scene where he's walking towards the chopper and you hear it faintly coming, and this is using a riser. And as it rises, as it continues to walk to the chopper, then all of a sudden it abruptly stops and shows him in front of the chopper. Now all of this just adds more anticipation, because it's like, what's going to happen? He's walking to the chopper, all of a sudden it stops abruptly, shows the chopper and he's getting into the chopper. So it's building up to something that's about to happen. You get that feeling of anxiety almost. Now the next shots are Joel doing the flight checks, and literally all I'm doing is holding the camera and then a reverse reveal. So I'm coming backwards, and as I'm coming backwards I'm speed ramping. And the next shot that follows the first one is actually doing the same type of movement where I'm moving backwards while he's checking the propellers. And then the shot after that is moving backwards again, but it's at a downwards angle. And then when I go into the helicopter, I do exactly the same type of motion coming down. So that way it gives it that more fluid feeling. And in between all that, I'm putting little swooshes and little sounds that just add to the effect of movements. All this helps to sell the visuals, because don't forget, you hear before you actually see. So helping someone to actually picture the sounds and how it would sound, it just helps them, it makes life easier for the viewer. As we get in the chopper, you faintly hear the chopper propellers moving in a slow motion type of feeling, because you don't want to make it too fast because you want it to match the type of frame rate that you're actually using. And being as we're shooting in 120 and we're slowing it down to 20%, we want to make sure that the sound matches that. Then as we begin to gain height, I start to show some quick frames as we're literally moving. So it moves a bit quicker, the tempo's starting to up a little because we're trying to reach this climax. And also I've got another riser which is going up with us. So as we're rising, literally the sound is rising with us as well and building up to anticipation. Also, it's matching the climax of the song. Now, as we hit the climax of the riser, the beat also drops at the same time. And because it drops at the same time, I show the epic shot above a football stadium. And this is the Leicester football stadium, which we was actually above. And it just shows the epic perspective of looking down on a city. It's just a unique take on everything. But also the lyrics of the song actually matches what we're showing. It's all about flying. And it's all these little details that when you put them all together, it changes the footage, it changes the feeling, it changes the way that it comes across to the viewer. It makes it memorable. It makes it something that just works seamlessly together. Now notice also that I'm not cutting on every single drop of the beat because it gets predictable then. I'm dropping now and then in between beats just to mix it up a bit because you don't know when the cut is going to happen. As soon as you start to get predictable with your cuts, it starts to get boring and people start to anticipate what's going to happen because it's following a pattern. You want to switch things up a little. Now, as we reach the climax of the song, the only thing that we can do from there is go down. So as we start to go down within the song of the tempo of the beat, we also start to go down with the visuals that I'm showing, so it matches. So it shows Joel switching off the helicopter and then putting it away back into the helipad or garage or whatever you call where you put a helicopter. Now hopefully you guys enjoyed that tutorial as much as I enjoyed actually making the video. So I've got to get out there again, man. Like as soon as you go up in a chopper, it gives you that addictive type of feeling. Although I don't like heights, I'm addicted to it now because it is that thrill-seeking type of adrenaline junkie type of feeling. So yeah, look out for more videos like that soon. Maybe a different style, we'll see. But if you enjoyed that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and leave in the comments below what was the most useful tip that you got from this video. Let me know because I want to do something that's totally different to what's out there already. I don't want to be that guy that's copying everything. I don't want to be that guy that's creating original type of content, useful content that you guys are going to put into practice. So yeah, hopefully you like that and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hold on, imagine a barrel roll with a DJI gimbal and you going upside down in a chopper.